If you're going to be at Comic Arts San Antonio on November 15th, be sure to stop by and say hi to our very own Matthew Hasso while he's there promoting his work on Quickwire and Phantom Hawk. Welcome back to DC Junction, everybody. I'm Mike.
And this is Matthew. Finally found the window, so we're good. I'm back.
I'm wearing my Meteors hat. I finally got my my Metropolis Meteors hat. Yeah,
I got a new shirt. I was gonna wear my different shirt.
It's like a hair too small for me, so I'm gonna see how long it lasts. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's squeezing my head just a little bit, but I hadn't gotten to wear it yet on camera because
it looks cool, buddy.
We're just kind of hanging out today. We're trying something a little different this week because we're in the lull. We have reached the inevitable lull. We knew this was coming, where it's just not a lot going on right now, DC wise, other than comics, and there's only so much comic stuff we can talk about, clearly. So we figured it was a good time. We haven't shot the shit in a while. We send each other DC related stuff every single day. So I was like, well, let's just do that on camera and just have a good old fashioned DC podcast. You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
I haven't done that in a long time. So subscribe if you guys are here for a podcast chat. You want to join in down in the comments. This is the perfect time to do it. If you guys are looking to chat it up with us, make sure you do that. And follow us on the social medias across all of them at DC Junction. And so Matt, let's just start with because this is still so fresh on my mind, and this is the whole thing that kind of sparked this idea, which is the State Farm Batsuit.
Yes.
This is now the State Farm commercial is it's from ages ago, but it's been making rounds on social media, and I sent you a picture of it where it's at like the State Farm head office or something like that. And they have it like on display in like full lighting, full display.
Can we show it for those watching the video?
I'm gonna have to. Once we get done talking about it, I will go about pulling it up to show it to you because I think I texted that to you and it's not here, so I'll have to pull it up. But
okay.
I'm just gonna say, good Batsuit.
It is like I think I'd sent you a picture of my kids with Batman at Six Flags when we were at Fiesta, Texas in San Antonio. And like, it's a comic accurate, but it's also still a little like, why are those things there? It's very New 52, no trunks
here. Yeah.
But it has like these weird plastic shoulder pads and weird knee pads that are plastic. And you're like, what the heck? But this, I think, is a neat kind of like,
it's not bad. It's not the best, but like,
this is real.
Yeah,
and
very real. Yeah,
and I kind of
company store. Somebody took this on posted on like Instagram. It's on Reddit rather. Yeah.
This aside from the cowl, I feel like somebody could actually functionally fight crime in this outfit.
And that was kind of my take from it too. Yeah, the cowl feels like they got that at like a Halloween store or a prop shop or something.
It's
honestly,
standard urethane. So
I'm gonna be honest, it looks like George Clooney's. It looks like George Clooney's from the beginning of Batman and Robin. I won't lie. But to your point, like this looks like something someone would wear. Like when we talk about, I'll go ahead and take it off now. But like, when we talk about, it's a weird thing to say talking about costumes. I'll go ahead and take it off now. When we talk about David Cornsweat's super suit, is like it looks like something a human being would wear. You know what I mean? Even like my qualms with it aside, like this Christian Bale's second Batsuit, like it looked like something somebody physically put on, Robert Pattinson's suit. We watch him physically put it in a backpack and take it out on a train. So like, and so like when I see this one, it's got like, I'll put it back up here. Like it's got, the buckles and stuff. Oh, it's like, it looks like something that like he would pack up into the back of the car or something, so that Alfred pulls up outside of a party and he's like emergency Alfred, and there it is. He can throw that on and go be Batman. The belt looks a little Halloween costumey, but it is what it is. It was for a commercial. Who cares?
Yeah, I was gonna say for a suit that was for a commercial and had a maximum of airtime of 30 to 45 seconds, it looks really nice.
Yeah, well, and again, I'll put it back up here. You know, the thing I like most, it's the bat symbol. It's raised. It's raised. It's got detail. I like it because it's like, yeah, it's still kind of got the dark color pattern, but like there's enough variations in it. It's like some dark and some gray and some light trim going to it. Like there's some detail to it. I'll say this: it looks a million times better than whatever the frick they were using in the finale of Gotham. For all the 5 seconds it was on screen. Woof, daddy, it looks better than that.
No, I think, like, you know, I've talked about this before. I've said it dozens of times. Like, the biggest problem is Batman can't move in those suits. That's just the way they design him. It just seems kind of weird. He ends up looking like he couldn't, and having worn urethane cowls, you ain't doing nothing physically for 5 to 10 minutes before you're dead. I'm sorry. Like, I've just been standing there walking around and I'm just profusely sweating in that cowl. Yeah, exactly. So, but I like, it's just one of those weird times I'm like, yeah, you could take that, they could pull up a little bit back on the armor, but like that, like, hey, James Gunn, I hope you looked at it. Like,
yeah, like you can hand that to like a movie costume designer and be like, hey, you just tailor this up a little bit, and we're kind of like halfway there. I'm just saying,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think too, like, if so far of what we've seen of the heroes, save Peacemaker, no one's wearing skin tight muscle suits.
Well, and even him, he's not wearing a muscle suit.
I mean, he's not wearing a muscle suit. It's
He's
just that big.
muscly.
But like Vigilante, Superman, the Justice Gang,
the Terrifics.
Yeah, the Terrific. I almost said Terrifics, but yeah, it's like none of them are wearing the, like, look, it's obvious. Like, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill got in really good shape. That is not.
Look, Ben Affleck got naked for 5 seconds of BVS, and we were all like, "Oh, that's him."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But my point more is like, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Like, I really am done with the fake. It again, not knocking anybody. You needed to beef up Keaton. He was a little guy. You had to beef him up. I get it. I totally get it. But we're done with that. Let's just,
well, especially, you know, look what happened with Kumail Nanjiani after, you know, for the Eternals. Dude got MCU yoked and
yeah.
So, you know, I think J.K. Simmons just likes to do that. But like, remember those shots of J.K. Simmons when he got cast as Commissioner Gordon? Everyone's like, the hell is Gordon doing in this movie?
Yeah. Anyway, but no, I think so all that to say, I like this. I like this because it's not that thing, and I'm sure part of it was probably cost. But I mean, look, for those commercials, it was perfect.
It was pretty good.
It looked sweet. He was Batman.
It could have looked a lot worse. It could have looked a lot. You know, like State Farm didn't have to try that hard.
Yeah,
honestly, it's one of those. It's like, damn, if y'all were going to try that hard, you might as well just try it a little bit harder.
Yeah. What was the budget? Maybe add another 10 grand.
Well, honestly, they would have tried harder, except they had to save the rest of that money for the amount that it costs for a freaking Super Bowl ad these days. Every year, it seems like more and more companies just aren't even bothering with that because they're just like, it's. I mean, DC didn't do shit.
Well, I think the superhero movies are kind of pulling away, which makes sense.
It's just the budget. When your marketing budget is already as high as it is, you can't have a third of it be one ad. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much. You know, well, while we're on the subject of Batman, you know, I guess, you know, we're recording this Wednesday, November 5th. You know, we're dropping this Friday the 7th. This coming Monday marks the anniversary of Kevin Conroy's passing. You know, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've been thinking about it all day too, because I knew we were doing this tonight, and I knew we were going to talk about this, and just like, man, do you remember that day?
Yes.
Yeah.
That came
that day vividly.
It's one of those random times where
That simple while you're talking.
that's fine. Is it comes out of nowhere. Like, I didn't know he was sick at all. Like, I didn't know that was even on the bingo card of like, hey, he may be doing this. The same thing like what happened with Chadwick Boseman. It was like, oh, he's dead. He's had cancer for 3 years. She's like, wait, what? When? When he was making Black Panther, he had cancer? Okay. So it's a tribute to the man that did not become whatever battle he was having and how long his battle was. It did not become the thing that he was constantly having the talking about or putting out there. But I mean, at the same time, it wasn't like he was a voice actor. He didn't do a lot of on-camera acting. But
I think he did an episode of Cheers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
he did a lot of TV back in the 90s.
He did a lot. He had a lot of bit parts and a lot of sitcoms. I think he has Cheers. I think he was on an episode of
Matlock.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
What is the murder one with what's
Matlock? Murder She Wrote.
Murder She
Wrote. Yeah, that's right. We both went the same direction.
Yeah, but no, it's always a shock when we don't know, and it wasn't like he was old. You know, like, oh, he was 90, he got cancer, he died. Yeah, we kind of figured he's 90. But
65.
He was 60.
Early. So he was not
max 66. We should look it up.
I'm gonna look it up while you talk, because I talked a lot the last.
Okay. No, I think that's the thing. It's like he was Batman for so long, and the preferred Batman. And then anytime you ever saw him in public or in
66.
interviews,
wow,
he was 66. Interviews or anything like that, he was just a good dude. You know what I mean? They're willing to do the dumbest crap, like the Daily Show when he comes in there.
Well, he was doing. I'm sorry. I just interrupt. I just saw. So he was doing. So he passed away in November of 22. God, it's been 3 years.
That's insane.
He was doing conventions up to July of that year.
Yeah.
He didn't stop. Dude, just God.
Yeah. It's when it's a hero, and I don't mean like that he's Batman, but a hero of us.
Hero. Well, and that's we don't have to travel too far down the timeline. That's one of the few times we got to hear Matt audibly cry on audio. We weren't doing video yet. Yeah, dude. I remember because I had to cut it out because I had to edit it out because that's where we edited in the cameo.
Oh yes, that's right.
You were so kind to provide us with the cameo that your wife Ryan got you.
And just in case you don't know, because I don't think it's as popular as it used to be, Cameo was a app that you could pay celebrities to do voice video messages for you, like a minute or two. And my wife 1 year for Christmas got him to say Merry Christmas to me, and it was really cool.
And you also, but you think about like the video of him, the story of him telling the story of feeding the 9/11 responders, and he's like, "That's fucking Batman."
Yeah.
Shame on my phone for reminding me of this. It's like, what I mean, my phone dinged because the years of undiagnosed neurodivergence in my brain. I'm the kind of person that's like, oh, significant date going on the calendar, so I can remember to mourn them year after year. But especially for this one, and I had been, and to kind of just transition to sort of a lighter topic, but staying in the same vein. Weird, I know. I am like I have like 2 or 3 episodes left of my animated series rewatch. I have the Creeper episode,
yes,
and which I'm just now realizing I don't think I've ever actually seen.
What?
So here's the thing. When this show, because I haven't watched the season 3, we'll call it,
with the redo.
Yeah, I haven't watched the update since it like aired on television originally.
Okay.
Usually when I go back and rewatch the original, I rewatched the first 2
Yeah.
And then because usually by the time I'm done with that, whatever I'm waiting for a new season of has started. This is kind of one of my just filler shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
that's fair. That's fair.
so it was one of those, it was like, but this is, so when this was on back in the day, if you missed an episode, you
didn't get to
missed
see it.
the episode. 'Twas it. And maybe when it was on in reruns, if you were lucky to catch it that day, but you never knew once it was in syndication. So there were several episodes of like of the update season of season 3 that I just straight up have never seen.
And some you shouldn't see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like there's like I'm aware of them through this just from having ingested DC media and content via the internet since the time I was 15. But so like, but then there were also some that it was like, oh, I just plumb forgot about these too, or it's like I'm watching, it's like I remember this one, like the baby doll Killer Croc episode.
That one was really good.
That was one I was like, this episode, I texted you, I was like, this episode's weird. Good, but weird.
Well, and I think
good.
And I think I've mentioned this to you before, but if we'll redo it because we're guessing.
Why not? No, who cares?
There's like a 5 or 6 year gap between when Batman the Animated Series is done and they do this redo. On top of that, it's a different network, so they're able to do guns. They're able to do fire. It gets a little bit darker and more serious. And
I noticed that too. I know for being a Saturday morning cartoon.
Well, it's not.
Well, yes, it is at this point.
No. The last season of the previous version eventually becomes a Saturday. This was an afternoon syndicate.
I swear to God, they were dropping this. We've debated this over the years. I don't really care.
But the point is that it's a different network, so they don't have to do network television.
I know. Yeah. Standards and practices.
Correct. So you could have guns. So like you have those moments you're like, no, Batman like literally kicks the crap out of Killer Croc.
Oh yeah,
in that one episode. And you're like,
they're punching dudes and you're watching them take the punches. You know what I mean? There's a couple of those first few episodes. There's like a Bane episode really early on where like you watch him like pick up a car and throw it at a wall. And I was like, that was really well animated. Like that was, you couldn't appreciate it as a kid back then, whatever. It all looked good. But like now as an adult, I'm like, oh, that was crispy good.
So now you see why I really like this season.
Well, it wasn't like I ever disliked it.
Yeah.
It was just one of those, it was just like I watched it fresh as it aired, but I was also just that right age to not fully appreciate it because to me it was just another Batman cartoon at that age, like so like I was just thrilled to have more Batman. Now as an adult, and now that I have a better understanding of nuance and artistry, it's like, oh, God, this is good. But yeah,
and then you get that farm episode.
The what episode? Oh,
the big animals or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that I was like, when the episode first starts, and I see the guy, I was like, are they doing Deacon Blackfire?
Yeah, that's where I was.
Yeah, and then the more they kept going, I was like, I don't remember this episode. I'm gonna go make lunch while this one's on. I think I literally made lunch and just kind of let that one run in the background. It's like, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not missing much.
I want to say there's like 2 for sure, maybe 3 episodes of this season where you're just like, wait, why?
There were 2 or 3 where I really felt
have you gotten
where it was like, we got to fill how many episodes?
I have scripts for 10. We need 13. Okay. Did you get to the judge one yet?
That's the next one I have to watch.
Okay, I won't say anything.
Yeah, that's one I don't think I've seen, because the last 3 episodes are the judge, the creeper, and I forget what the last one is, and I don't think I've seen those 3 episodes in my life.
Is it the Roxy Rocket one?
No, I've seen that one.
That one's
well, because that one crosses over with Superman.
Yeah, that one was really good.
The Roxy Rocket one was good. I actually kind of am surprised she didn't. The Roxy Rocket very much felt to me like they were trying to make another Harley Quinn. They were like, okay, we did this once already. Let's try and do it again. And you definitely felt a lot of times in this season 3 where it's like they're trying to catch lightning in a bottle twice with some of these original characters.
And what was weird with this is that it was an afternoon show called the Batman and Superman Adventures.
Right. That's what it was.
One day it was a Superman, one day it was Batman. And then because it went back and forth, like they also were releasing them.
Yeah.
Like either they weren't done with them or whatever, because you'd get like the first 5 between Superman, and then they would repeat the 5, and then you'd get the 10th one. And it was like there was no.
It was the Arrowverse. They walked so the Arrowverse could run. They hadn't done anything like this before. They hadn't really like juggled a cinematic universe like this, juggling and Lord knows Hollywood didn't give a fuck. They were like, just get it on the air. We don't care. It's a kid's cartoon about they didn't care. You know? So yeah, I'd be willing to bet that was absolutely part of it. Animation took a lot longer back then. So I'd have no doubt in my mind that had something to do with it. But like I will say, like it was fun rewatching the Batgirl Supergirl crossover. It was like, oh, I forgot about this one. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is fun.
One was good.
Because you get Livewire. It's all honestly, that episode, the best part of the episode was the humor.
Yes.
Every time it was Livewire, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy on screen, it was hysterical. It was so funny.
And of course, you get Mad Love.
Mad Love's a good one.
I
think that's the last one. I've seen Mad Love. That's the last one of the series that they had. Okay,
I think it's one of the last ones.
The way it is,
Creeper
is on HBO Max. It's the Judge, the Creeper, and Mad Love is the way that they are on Max. How they're officially listed online, who's to say? Because depending on what website you go to, it's a different fucking order. And
it's a different season.
God, hey James Gunn, when you're bored, can you fix that? Can you just fix that? Just on a day you're bored, when you got nothing going on, and can you just fix that, please?
Yeah, please.
But I will say is like now that I'm almost done with this one, it's like, well, what do I do next? Do I go
back to Brave and the Bold?
Well, it's do I go Justice League, because that's continuity wise the next leap, or do I go Batman Beyond because that's the next release order project?
Have you watched Superman already?
I already watched. I watched it before I watched Batman. I watched Superman over the summer.
Oh, okay.
So
you could do and you watched the Batman recently. You went through that one.
I have not. I think the last time I watched the Batman, the TV show, had to have been at least 2 years ago when I was living at my house, because I think we covered it. I think I did it for this. No, it was. I'm thinking of Brave and the Bold. I did Brave and the Bold for the podcast. But I've watched the Batman. But it's been a bit since I've watched Beyond or Justice League, so I think that might be next. I don't know. I was just stalling until Has Been Hotel started up again. That is not even remotely DC, but I love it, and it's back. And I haven't watched the new episode yet today, so I love it. I don't care. Not to diatribe too much here, but I've been wanting to talk to somebody about this. It has nothing to do with DC, but
let's do it.
All right. I've been doing the nerdiest, dumbest, stupidest thing of my life lately. It's very rare that a video game gets me hooked. I'm gonna take the Batman symbol down because I don't deserve to have it up here. It's very rare that a video game gets me hooked. Because I just don't have the attention span. I just can't sit still for that long.
I don't know what you mean.
I know. You guys ever wonder why Matt always stands and is swaying back and forth constantly? One, it's to piss off the editor, and two, it's because every time Matt sits, he falls asleep. We have tried to have Matt sit so many times, and he just starts nodding off.
It was Flashpoint paradox that I think I crashed out during the episode.
We're falling asleep, and we finally were just kind of like, okay, Matt's not allowed to sit anymore. Also, maybe see a doctor. No, unless it's got Batman, a lightsaber, or something like that, and it's hard to get me hooked on a video game. But the other day but I was dying for something to play on my Switch. I didn't want to get back into Pokemon again. Nothing against it. I just finished playing a Pokemon game. I didn't want to start a new one. So I picked the next best thing on the Nintendo Switch store. There was on sale for $5 was a 2017 Digimon game that I haven't been able to put down for 2 weeks.
Oh gosh.
I have invested like 75 hours in this game.
Digimon, is that the one with the guy has the big yellow and red hair?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Okay,
It doesn't matter.
the anime.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know. You don't need to know.
Yeah.
It's just another one that was designed to get kids to buy toys, but for whatever reason, while I am not an anime person at all, that one has had a chokehold on me since I was a young man.
I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh.
You're thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, full stop. I was absolutely a Yu-Gi-Oh fan up until far more recently than I care to admit. But they made the game too complicated. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Digimon's the one with the animals that turn into the balls, right?
No, it's Pokemon. You're so close. You are circling the train, sir.
I know, because I think that because there's a wall of stuff my kids used to buy, and it's like Digimon, Pokemon, Edimon, blah blah blah, and
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All you need to know is at some point your kids were into it, and at some point your money helped fund it. That's all that matters. Exactly. But the thing about Digimon is they've never once made, and DC fans can relate, other than Batman. Digimon's never had a good video game.
Okay.
It's always just been it's like the one thing that the one code they've never been able to crack, and this one is like just scratching all the itches for me. It's like, God, other than having to like sit through, other than you guys being like the storytelling medium, it leaves a little something to be desired. It's a lot of just me sitting and hitting A and reading a lot of text one sentence at a time. Other than that, it's incredible. But I've been dying to talk to somebody about it for like 2 weeks now, and congratulations, it's happened here.
That's fine.
So if that's not going to get you guys to subscribe to this, I don't know what the hell is.
Well, it's so funny because we've talked about there are video games I have gotten into.
Sure, yeah,
but I mean,
not knocking video games at all.
Yeah, World of Warcraft, like 2 or 3 times I've gotten into it, but I think that's almost everybody.
Well, I mean, Elder Scrolls Online, that one's I fall back into that one quite a bit.
TIE Fighter was the first game I think I seriously got the flight simulator from the mid 90s.
My cousins had the X-Wing one, and whenever I would go to their house to hang out, I would be like, "We play X-Wing because that game rules."
Yeah. The
again, Star Wars game. If it doesn't have like a super, I'm not. Every once in a while, you'll catch me playing something like Destiny 2 or a Dead Space or something like that. But once in a blue moon. But usually, it's got to be connected to something some IP that I am already invested in.
Yeah, like we played Injustice and Injustice 2 a lot. But it was more like, it was kind of funny because it was like me and my kids, and we do the whole thing of like you'd fight until somebody got the power up, and then everyone would just watch the superpower.
Yeah,
because that's all we're here for.
All you're gonna do.
What random weird thing is Spawn gonna do? Even though he shouldn't be in this game.
Why is he here?
Yeah. RoboCop and Rambo are in the one.
Injustice 2 was Hellboy,
Terminator, Rambo, RoboCop, Spawn,
Ninja Turtles were in there. The Injustice 2 got weird. Got weird. Injustice 2 was the one where it was like, well, and also like the side scrolly fighter games, like the Mortal Kombat never been my bag. Not even once. Never been good at them. I played the Injustice games for the story. If you guys have been with us long enough, which I don't think many of you have, Chaboy loves the Injustice comics. Love them, can't get enough of them. That I usually don't go back and reread comics too often, but Injustice is one I don't mind going back. I've got all 5 years each in a collected edition, and I don't mind going back and rereading those. That's good, right? Read it.
Which comic do you think you've read the most? Like story, like graphic novel or whatever. What is one?
In general or of
in
that
general?
Chunk?
In general.
probably, I mean, if it's not JLA New World Order, I don't know what it is. It's
Okay.
either JLA New World Order or oh god, I'm struggling to think of one I've read. Maybe Nightwing Cataclysm.
Yeah.
Maybe Nightwing Cataclysm, just because I read that one as it was coming out and I kind of read it a lot. So it's probably those two. I mean, honestly, I've read JLA New World Order. I mean, again, talk about ones I don't shut up about on this channel. It's JLA New World Order. If that's not what we're building towards in the DCU, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. What about you?
Ultimates is one.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Oh, are we counting Marvel?
I mean, I'm just going.
It's still New World Order.
Yeah. Batman Year One, I think, is one of those. I maybe not this past year, but I think I read it once a year.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, cool. I mean, that sounded a bit more accusatory. My tone was off. That sounded more like it's like, really? It's like, no, I mean, like, okay. Oh, I mean, I knew year one rules, but okay, go off.
Yeah. And then Batman the Cult. I think I've read like 15
love the
times.
Cult. You love the
Cult. I love that thing. And it's weird because it's not as cool now because now that's commonplace, but in mid 90s or early 90s when that happened, it was good. And then
well, it's a good Jason. It's a good story with Jason Todd involved.
Yeah.
I think that's the most shocking thing of it.
And I'm trying to think. And you know what? I hate to say it, but it's true. Top 10.
You do love top 10.
That first series is great. The rest of it, it gets more Alan Moore the longer that thing ran. But yeah, that first season of Top 10 is awesome.
Okay, I've still yet to read it. Have you read New World Order?
That's the one with the first JLA story.
Yeah, with the White Martians and all that.
Yeah, I've read that several times.
Okay.
Probably like 8 or 9 times.
You're always sending me stuff to read, so I'm always hoping there's something I will find where you just were like, I actually haven't read that. I can be like,
no,
I have a couple I'm gonna send you at some point, but nothing. I have a few that I've read that you haven't, but none that I've been like, he needs to read this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was one where this is where you get into the age difference. I remember being excited about that version of Justice League because it had never been done before. And then, I think
that was my first trade paperback. I think that I ever bought was that.
No, I bought those as they came out.
Yeah.
So I read them as they came out. And then I think those are those weird comics that I had for a long time. Like I would just reread those all the time because I love Batman figuring out who they are and just like massacring them.
Well, and then I also have and you might remember this, you might not. So when I went to Philly earlier this year, I stopped at this comic book store and I got some stuff while I was there to read. And one of the things I got was the next volume in that JLA run, and between volume 1 and volume 2 is when you get Blue Lightning Superman.
Yes.
And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Grant Morrison was working with what he had to work with.
that was one of those Saturday afternoons where I get the text from you of, can you tell me what this means?
Yeah, I wasn't reading Superman when, why does my camera always do this?
You're too pretty.
Every time. I wasn't reading Superman when the Blue Lightning shit happened. So I don't know anything about that actually.
Yeah, I think I didn't read it, but I knew about it because, it was kind of weird to think about because like every time something like that happened, you knew it was coming for like 2 or 3 months. It'd be in Wizard,
they'd ease it
and all that. So it was like, okay. So then like I read a little bit and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was always funny to get those random every so often from you like, hey, what is this?
Well, yeah, it's like I missed this as a child. Please explain why Superman blue? What?
Yeah. Oh, it gets worse when there's 2 of them.
I know there's a red one too. I know. I remember seeing the action figures at KB Toys and just being like, no. Yeah. There's an they're dating ourselves a little bit. KB Toys, ladies and gentlemen.
Toy stores and malls.
God, that was one of the best. I can still picture my old KB Toys in my head.
Yeah. The
What
big
was
old
do
red.
you remember like the one Batman action figure or toy that you just had to have?
It's kind of odd because they weren't there when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I always forget. I feel like I've
They're
asked you that before, and it's always been the same answer. I have to remember that. Yeah.
because it's like Batman was a guy who I loved and did, but I think there was a point where like, not that I didn't read comics, but that I wasn't sure how to keep up with them because it was like a weird thing that I wanted to discuss right now. But
Sure.
yeah,
No, I get it.
but no, I think
You were around in the age of like, well, these are great, but puberty.
yeah, and some of it too is like more like financially maybe couldn't do it.
Well, yeah.
Or yeah,
They
like
started to get expensive. They're still expensive.
yeah, because I think I was really into superheroes for a long time,
Yeah.
and then I got into like GI Joe and Transformers, and
Mhm.
then honestly, like as much as I like Batman and I like Nightwing, but I did not like the Titans nonsense he went through. I read Thor and New Warriors. I was really into Marvel there for a while, so there's a gap where I mixed some of that. But as far as like figures, they weren't really around, and then by the time they come around, it was like, yeah, I'm not going to buy action figures right now. And then when I get into my early 20s and have my own money, then I start buying my own stuff.
And lo and behold, what happens to us?
Yeah, now I've got them all over my office.
Or you're sending them to me.
Yeah, because I can't use them.
I
So
know.
apparently, keep talking, because apparently my computer, as I raised my desk, unplugged.
You are forever doing that. It's hysterical.
It was the look you guys may have seen is me going like, why is my computer monitor getting dark?
I just had a conversation with somebody about that today, about doing that. You have to do that all the time. It's and you're doing that. We're not gonna be here too much longer, but I will say this is not even remotely DC related. This popped up earlier today, but it was this clip from oh, now I can't think of it. It was a Denzel Washington movie, but
Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide. Thank you. You know the scene where they're talking about Silver Surfer.
Yes.
I haven't seen that movie in years. I haven't seen that movie in I don't know. I think I saw that movie once in college in a film class, maybe, or something, or just in college. Who the hell knows? That Silver Surfer scene, I didn't remember that scene at all, but that popped up in my Facebook feed today, and I laughed so hard. I don't know why, but I think it's just hearing Denzel Washington say, anyone who's ever read comic books knows Jack Kirby's Silver Surfer is the only true Silver Surfer. It's like, you know what? Hell yeah.
When Denzel talks, you listen.
Also, today is November 5th, so Fantastic Four is now officially on Disney Plus. So I can finally watch it.
Oh gosh, you still haven't seen it. That's right.
Explain to me why it took them so goddamn long to put that up. Oh my god.
I think they were trying to get that money.
Was it still making money?
I mean, as far as like on demand, paying for it. I mean, you had to pay for it to watch it everywhere else.
I guess maybe, but I mean, Max didn't wait that long to get Superman. They put that on there quick.
Yeah, they were ready.
They were ready. They had a plan. Anyway, so yeah. So also before we go, I haven't read it yet. You read Batman #3. The new run.
Yes, I did.
Think, bud? No spoilers. What'd you think? I haven't. I'm gonna pick mine up tomorrow. What'd you think?
I thought it was really cool. Like they continue to kind of push some interesting stuff. I think my favorite thing about this is living in a world where the commissioner is against Batman.
Because now you've got right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Savage, yeah.
So the fact that you've got Batman not only fighting crime but fighting the cops, it's a very interesting dynamic. So I'm enjoying that on this one. So yeah, I'm on board with this. I'm loving it. I went to pick it up today, and it was already sold out. Yeah, I went to pick it up today. It was already sold out. So my comic book store, I ordered a bunch. They were sold out by 2:00.
I picked mine up. I loved the first 2 issues.
Did you
love the first 2 issues.
The annual?
I haven't read it yet. It's sitting right over there tomorrow. I'm picking up the rest of what's in my file at the store tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna,
So you haven't got that.
I haven't gotten that.
Okay.
I haven't read the rest of the absolutes. Your boy been busy.
Yes,
but also, I mean, we haven't talked about Halloween was last weekend.
Yes, it was.
Halloween was busy week for both of us. So, you know,
yes.
and then just work's been busy. So anyway, no, that makes me happy. No, I mean, I haven't read issue 3 yet, but just I'm loving already. I think we talked about this with issue number 1. I can't believe how much I love Bullock as an ally. Bullock in the Bat Fam works for me for a lot of ways that I can't explain.
Yeah.
But I love it. Yeah.
No, it's cool. I'm really enjoying it. And then, yeah.
Cool, man. I'm enjoying this. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this.
Just chit chatting.
We hope you guys enjoyed this too. This is how we started. And you know, it's the lull. Not a ton of DC stuff going on right now. We're gonna check out Bat Fam here in the next week. We'll report back to you guys on that and see next week, see what we think. And you know, as news and things come up, we'll talk about it. We're not going to go chasing clickbait like some other places.
We did want to talk about that.
We did want to talk about that.
If you guys send us something and you want us to talk about it, we will talk about it. But if it's something we consider clickbait, i.e., James Gunn himself did not say this, insert whatever the news thing is, we're not covering it.
Like we'll talk till you're blue, and like the whole thing about like whether or not Lanterns and Supergirl dates are getting moved around. That is interesting. I don't really care.
Yeah, no one said anything. It's not official.
No one's come out and said anything. I don't really care. You know, but like there's been talks of like and I just blanked on his name. Dude just got named People Magazine's sexiest man of the year. And I'm not familiar with him. So but people are throwing him around as he kind of look, if for like his cover shoot, they were like, he kind of looks like Bruce Wayne a little bit in this shoot. I'm like, okay, well now I got to go watch this dude's entire filmography to see if I think he's a good fit for Batman. You know? So when they announced Pattinson, I was like, well now I got to go watch The Lighthouse. Oh God, this movie's okay. All right, fine. Yeah, he can be Batman.
Yeah.
So we always want you guys, if there's something you guys want us to talk about, I mean, send it to us and we'll take a look at it. But that being said, like, you know, every single time some actor or actress says on a podcast that they'd love to join James Gunn's DCU as insert Batman character here. Yeah, me too. You know what? So would my mom. Like, you know, so, you know, or like, you know, the gazillion and one AI generated images of Millie Alcock fighting Lobo that don't exist. You know, it's like we're not going to chase smoke, and guys, it's not why we're here. But that being said, like, please, like, if we want to hear from you in the comments of anything we talked about today, like, you know, let us know. Or if there's something that we've missed, maybe that it's like, guys, like, you know, we know we haven't talked about the Absolute Batman Annual yet. We know we haven't talked about it yet. We know we're super late to it.
We may not talk about it. Who knows?
We may not talk about it at this point, to be honest with you. It's been so late. It's like I know what it's about at this point. It's all over the internet. I'm looking forward to reading it. I knew it was going to be in it before it came out. That was announced. That we all knew that was going to be a thing. I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing how it plays out. But, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I'm going with this at this point.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of DC Junction.
We like just sitting and talking around and shooting the shit about DC. So on those weeks and stuff where there's not a lot going on, enjoy the DC Junction podcast. And then when there's something to talk about, we will talk about it. In the meantime, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And while you're down there, leave it in the comments. You know, subscribe is on the way. You just click the button and then go leave a comment about how much you hate us. And then make sure you follow us on all the social medias at DC Junction. You can find me on social media at Mr. Mike Shea.
You can find me across all social media at the Hustle Band.
That is going to do it for this episode of DC Junction. We'll see you guys again next time there's something DC to talk about or not.
Bye-bye.